Hello?
Miss Lestico, guess what time it is?
What time?
It's time for math!
Yay!
Hey, first grade, welcome back to math.
That's right, we have our last day of fractions.
I can't believe it's already our last day of fractions, Miss Lestico. That went by really fast.
It did, but you've already learned so much about what fractions mean and how to partition shapes and how to decide what fraction a shape shows.
That's right. Our target today is the same as yesterday. I can create and recognize a fraction. And Miss Lestico was just talking about some of that vocabulary that we've been working on this week. Like a fraction, we know that was equal parts of a whole, and partitioning was dividing a shape into parts. And what kind of parts, Miss Lestico?
Well, we can divide a shape into two different parts. We've learned how to divide a shape into halves, so that means that there's two equal parts. Or we can divide it into fourths, and that is 4 equal parts. Now we looked at the difference between equal and unequal fractions, and we know that it's really important to make sure we're dividing things equally because that means that it's fair.
That's right. And then when it came time to write a fraction, I have two parts. A number on top was my numerator. That was part. And the number on bottom is the denominator. That's the whole. That's how many total pieces. So I can look at a shape and say, oh, there are 2 total parts. So I could put a 2 on the bottom and 1 colored in would be 1. So I could recognize this would be 1/2. Okay, we are going to practice identifying or creating some fractions now. I have a card in my hand, and Miss Lestico, if it's showing a fraction, you're going to have to write down what it is. If it has the fraction written down on it, it's your job to create that fraction.
Okay, let's
get
ready? Started.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the shape, and a fraction is divided into different parts. So I have to write the fraction that this shape shows. Well, my first job is to look at what number I'm going to put for my denominator. So how many pieces are there? And I can see that this shape was divided into 2 equal parts. So my denominator underneath my line is going to show 2. And now my next job is to see what is my numerator, how many parts were taken away. And I can see that only 1 of these 2 parts was colored in. So my numerator is going to be 1. And I know that this fraction shows 1/2 because an object divided into 2 parts is a half.
Good job, Miss Lestico.
Thanks,
okay,
Miss
it's
Lime.
your turn to draw a card.
All right, let's see what Miss Lime is going to have to make. Oh, Miss Lime, this is a fraction written. It is 1/4.
Oh my goodness, that's right. It is 1/4 because it's 1/4. Now, if I'm going to create this fraction, I'm going to start by looking at this denominator, 4. I need a shape that I can divide into 4 equal parts. Well, I'm going to divide a square into 4 equal parts. Here's my square, and now I'm going to partition it into 4 equal parts. I'm not done yet, though. Now I need to look at my numerator, 1. Okay, so how many pieces am I going to fill in? 1. Here are my 4 equal parts with 1 filled in. So this is representing the fraction 1/4. Okay, Miss Lestico, it's my turn again.
All right, let's see what fraction I have to create.
Okay, ready? The fraction I drew is, 2/4, which means you're creating a fraction.
Okay, well, I'm going to use a circle this time. And so I have to look at my denominator first and decide how many different ways do I need to partition my shape. And so I'm going to partition it in the middle. Oh, well, now I only have 2 equal parts, and that's not 4. So if I partition it again across, now I have 4 parts. And, well, I know I need to color 2 of those in for my numerator. And I'm going to remember to color in parts that are touching each other on the sides, not the vertices, because we want them to be next to each other. And so I'm going to color in 1, 2 parts to show my fraction 2/4. All right, Miss Lime, are you ready for your fraction?
Yes.
Oh, here is
Ooh.
a shape, and you're going to have to tell us what fraction it shows.
Okay, I'm going to start by figuring out my denominator. That's my bottom number. That's my whole number, my total pieces. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this shape is divided into fourths or 4 equal pieces. And I can see that, only one of them is filled in. So I'm going to put 1 as my numerator. That's my top number. So this shape is showing 1/4. Okay, Miss Lestico, are you ready for your turn?
I am. All right, let's see what I need to create.
Ooh, 3/4.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use a circle again. And I know that I'm going to have to divide this shape into 4 equal parts. So I'm going to divide down the middle and then partition across. And now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. And I'm going to have to take away 3 of those parts. So I'm going to color in 3 pieces that are touching each other. So I have 1, 2, 3. So now I have shown 3/4 because I colored in 3 of my 4 pieces.
Good job, Miss Lestico.
Thanks, Miss Lime. All right, let's see what fraction you need to create next, Miss Lime. Oh, here it is.
Okay, it's another one that's already been filled in. So I'm going to determine first my denominator. That's my total number of pieces in this shape. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. This shape has been divided or partitioned into 4 equal parts. And I can see that 2 of the parts have been colored in. So this fraction is representing 2/4.
All right, let's do another one, Miss Lime. Let's
Okay,
see
Miss
what's mine.
Lestico, ready?
Mhm.
Here we go. It looks like this.
Ooh, okay. So I have a circle, and well, of course, my first job when writing a fraction is to decide what is my denominator. And I know that this circle is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4 equal pieces. And then I have to figure out what my numerator is, how many were colored in. 1, 2, 3 of these 4 pieces were taken away. So I have 3/4.
Good job, Miss Lestico.
Thanks, Miss Lime. Okay, are you ready for yours, Miss Lime?
Yes.
This is the last one. Okay, Miss Lime, I want you to create 1/2.
Oh, okay, 1/2. Let me see. I know that I'm going to need a shape partitioned into 2 equal parts. And I'm going to draw a square. Miss Lestico, I know that fractions can be made from any shape, but it's just easier to work with circles and squares. Let's see, and it needs to be in 2 equal parts. Okay, that is partitioned into 2 equal parts. Now, I need to show 1 filled in because that's what my numerator says. 2, my denominator, are my equal parts, and 1 needs to be filled in. So here is a fraction representing 1/2.
It's your turn.
On Seesaw, you are going to have your fractions assessment.
Wow.
There are a lot of questions on there about fractions. Maybe if it's equal or unequal parts, is the shape partitioned into halves or fourths? You're going to have an opportunity to create some fractions. Can you show an example of maybe 1/2, 1/4? On Seesaw, you're going to have a bunch of buttons that you can click listen to so we can read the questions to you.
That's right. I know that you're going to do an awesome job showing us how much you've learned about fractions. And of course, so we can see that amazing work you did, click that green check mark in the corner. Good luck.